Hello, today it's Dr. Adeshina from ftplecture.com. Today I want to talk about money. That's one of the very few topics that families don't talk about at the dinner table. Nobody ever talks about financial planning. Nobody tells you about money, how to handle money. Now, if they don't teach it in schools, right? You go to college, you go to high school, you go to graduate school, they don't teach you about it. Okay, let's see where can we learn it. Let's try church or mosque or religious houses. Oh no, they don't teach you about that in church or mosque or religious houses. Okay. All right, let's see. Maybe my friends. Guess what? Your friends are not gonna teach you either. That's a very, very unfortunate thing. So we all grow up, we know what money is, but we never have enough of it, right? Isn't that true? You wonder, you're always broke, you never have enough, all right? Well, it's not your fault, but it's also your fault. It's not your fault because when you were born, you were never given the insights to respect money. That's the problem. The respect for the currency itself was not taught to you. And then, over the course of your lifetime, nobody sits you down to teach you how to start to financially manage your life. Well, when you're young, obviously, there's more priorities other than thinking about money. But as soon as you reach age 18 and 19 and 20s, now you're going to your teenage years. Now, that teenage is a very, very crucial time in your life that the mistakes that you make could be either good, can be even really detrimental, to your future earnings or even to your future financial life. So today I'm going to give you some few basic tips that I have learned on my own and give you some recommendation on books that you can pick up and read about and that can help you start to develop some self-discipline and respect financial obligations. The first thing you need to know is, what are my needs versus wants? Okay? Now, this is a very, very important concept because think about this. People don't know the difference between a need and a want. Now, what's a need? Now, to me, a need is something I cannot live without. What's that? Food. Wow, that's important. So I'll put that. So I need to eat food. I need to drink water, H2O, right? Going back a little chemistry in there. I need shelter. And I need to wear clothes. Because if I don't eat, I can't function. If I don't have a place to sleep at night, the weather is bad enough, I can't live outside and I have to clothe myself. So these three basic things are very, very crucial to survival. Now, let's look at things that people want. The list goes on forever. Let's say people want a big house, right? Oh, actually, before we move to wants, education is a need. Because the more educated you are, the more you can make better decisions, the better you can get a better job, right? The more you can be able to sustain your family with your financial income. People want a big house, they want a car, they want a flat screen TV, let's see, they want a lot of shoes, now they want so many clothes, more than they ever need, right? They want jewelry, right? They want jewelry. They want, wait a minute, we can keep going on and on. Wow. They want an iPad, an iPhone, and a Samsung. Name it, every single gadget, a PS3, Xbox, the latest shoe, designer shirt. We can go on and on and on about things people want. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting these things, but the problem is you got to know what the difference between your needs and your wants are. Now, if you know the difference between your needs and your wants, you will always focus to get your needs first rather than your wants. The problem is people spend all their earnings on wants. That's bad. Okay? So the first thing you need to know is, once you know what your needs are, you always give yourself this check, this subconscious check, like, I'm at the mall right now and I want to buy 10 clothes. And you say to yourself, do I need these clothes, or I just want them because they look nice and I want to be part of the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses. Now, once you do that, my second advice is save 10% of your income. So what? 10% means if you earn $20, okay, you save $2 a month in a savings account. Now you might say, oh, I don't make a lot of money, I don't have any money, I pay cell phone bills, I pay electric bills, I pay water bills, I pay rent, I pay this. But you know what's fascinating? I walk around and I notice people that complain like this. If you go to their houses most of the time, not all the time, so this doesn't apply to everyone, just a caveat, that they can actually afford an iPhone or the latest gadget or very fancy shoes. And I say, well, those are your wants. Remember rule number 1, you bought a lot of wants with your money, which is fine to make yourself feel good, but the problem is you did not focus on your needs. If you save 10% of your income, over a long period of time, you develop a saving habit. Now, what is the point of saving? Well, people don't think about emergencies, right? And that's the thing that bothers me, because you should be worried too. There will always be an emergency that you would need some cash or some form of equity to pay for. And if you don't save for those rainy days, you're going to have to go borrow at high interest rate. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So what I want to do is, well, people say I can save 10% of my income, and I say that's true. Why don't you start with 1% of your income? Okay? So if you make $200, let's assume, and you want to save 1%, you save $2 of $200. Now it might sound like, $2, that's it? Yeah, it might not sound like a lot, but if you start to save $2, okay, every 2 weeks over the course of a year, right? Even if you're saving $4 a month times 12, you have saved $48. Now let me give you a perfect example. Let's say your car runs out of gas December 31 and you have not received your paycheck yet, and your car runs out of gas. Wouldn't it be nice to say, wait a minute, I have $48 left in my savings account. Let me go take $30 or $20 and fill up my gas. That might sound like a simple emergency, but that will have saved you time, energy, effort, just because you save $2 every 2 weeks. Now, everybody makes different kind of income, but the bottom line is it's the same thing that applies to everyone. So start saving. Now, what I want you to do is, once you save 1% of your income, I want you to start living off 99% of what's left. See how you do with 99% of your income, and as you get comfortable, save 2%. Increase this to 2% and live on 98% until you reach that 10% mark, because someday you will need that money and it will really come in handy. That's rule number 2. Rule number 3 that will help you start to financially manage your life is to start to itemize and see where all your money is going. So let's see. I call them liabilities and assets. Okay? So, liabilities and assets. What is liability? Liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Like buying a car that you cannot afford, buying a bigger house than you can afford, buying a big flat screen TV because it's Black Friday, yay! But wait a minute, I put it on my credit card and I'm broke and I don't have enough money in my bank account. But hey, wait a minute, I'm saving money because it's Black Friday. Bad idea. Resist the temptation. So anything that takes money out of your pocket, that's a liability. Now, assets is anything that puts money in your pocket. Now, there's different kinds of assets, okay? People have retirement accounts called Roth IRAs or 401ks, okay? That's something that you put money in, and over a longer period of time, it will accumulate wealth for you, because by the time you retire, you can take that money out. You can buy stocks, bonds, mutual funds, okay? Okay? These are all things, even CDs, things, savings account that has a very good interest rate that can get you more money, allowing your money to work for you. Okay, so once you get to that point where you have a decent job, you have a good amount of income, even with the little income you have, you can always start anytime. Okay, so that's rule number 3. Buy less of liabilities and more of your assets. Less liabilities, more of assets. Less liabilities, more of assets. So what happens, a lot of these ones fall into the liability column. Okay? And they take money every time you get a paycheck. It's funny, people already spend their paycheck even before they get it. Now it depends, some people they have so much bills that accumulated, but remember, it's all choices. You made the choice to buy those things. The next rule that will get you into financial freedom, okay, is don't spend money you don't have. What's that? Ta-da! Credit cards, right? Credit cards are great, right? Everybody wants one. But they are very, 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 very tricky. A credit card is supposed to be used for emergencies, not for you to blow it up on everything you want. Now, here's my rule for credit card. If I want to buy a $20 item and I don't have the money, you know what I do? I just take it back to the basics. Do I need this or do I want this? Well, if it goes into the needs column, that means I need to buy it. Well, check. I buy with my credit card. But with a caveat. I say to myself, I'm going to have to strive myself from getting ice cream this month. Or, that cookie I always try to, or that cup of coffee, I'm going to have to cut a couple of them out this week because I want to pay back my $20 at the end of the month and I don't want to pay interest on my credit card. There's no point, right? So if it falls into the needs column, I spend it and then I pay back right away at the end of the month. If it falls into the wants column, that's a negative. I don't buy. You know what? It can't wait. I'm not going to die if I don't get it. So if I need to pay for my tuition and I need to use my credit card, well, I need education because I'm investing into my own future, correct? However, if I just want to buy new fancy Air Jordan shoes or buy a Nike shirt, well, that can wait. I would rather wait and save. Oh, back to the basics. I would rather save some of my money for maybe 6 months until I can afford that shirt. And then I'll go out and buy it and nobody can challenge me. So that's rule number 4. Don't spend the money you don't have and only use your credit cards for emergencies. Because if you spend more than you have, you will spend the rest of your life working 2, 3 times as hard to pay back interest on the credit card, and then it's not worth it. And if you miss a payment or you miss multiple payments, guess what? It ruins your credit score. It ruins your credit score. And that basically catapults down when you want to buy a big ticket item like your house, your car, things that actually matter to you. And then if your credit score is not good, that's the beginning of problems. Okay? So I've given you 4 basic tips. Now, it takes a while for you to develop this habit. It does take a while. You know why? Because all your life, you've never thought about it and nobody has taught you. So I figured my part and my job is to educate you, not just in medical terminologies and medical concepts. I want you to be financially free also. I want to help you start to build your future from now. Okay, so let's start with these 4 basics, and I'll make another video later on teaching you even more advanced concepts. But if you master these 4 basics, you will be good. I would recommend that you read some books that I recommend. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Very, very great book for financial freedom. Okay? You should read some motivational books by Brian Tracy. The Power of Self-Discipline. Also, we want to get books like Zig Ziglar, See You at the Top, and also start with these 3 books, okay? And also the last book that I would definitely recommend is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Get these books or their audio tapes and your life will change. You will start to understand the concepts that are not taught in schools. It's not even taught in medical institution, graduate school, master's program, nursing school. It's not taught. It's not taught in places you would expect it. Even when you go to finance in college, it takes a lot of self-discipline to be able to master this concept. Okay? So, I highly recommend these 4 concepts. Remember again, let's review again. The first one is know your needs and wants. Know what the difference is between your needs and wants. Number 2, know the difference between liability and asset. Number 3, save 10% of what you earn. And number 4, don't spend money you don't have. It's Dr. Adeshina again from ftplectures.com. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was really helps you understand the concept of financial management. And I want you to subscribe to this button at the top of our YouTube lectures, our YouTube website, www.ftplectures.com, or you can go to youtube.com/ftplectures. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot. Are you studying for the USMLE Step 1 or Step 2? Are you studying for the NCLEX or you're currently in nursing school as a nursing student? Are you a PA student currently in school or studying for your PANCE exam? Or are you a nurse practitioner student or trying to take your NP board exam? Listen, I've got super awesome content for you. If you truly love this video and it simplified your learning process, I want you to check out my website below. I've listed all the list of exams, whether you're studying for any of this board exam, and all I want you to do is click on the link right now below so that you can take you directly to my website. For USMLE, just go to smashusmle.com. For NCLEX, go to crushnclex.com. And if you're studying for the PANCE exam, the nurse practitioner exam, or you're studying for your internal medicine board exam, just click below and it'll take you directly to ftplectures.com. Listen, I can't wait to help you. If you need to get in touch with me, just get to my website, you're able to reach me directly, and we can work together one-on-one. Listen, you're super awesome, and my goal here is to help your dream come true. If you want to be a doctor, want to be a nurse practitioner, a registered nurse, or physician assistant, I'm here to help you get to that next level. With your medical knowledge, let's save the world together. I love you guys. You guys are super awesome. And do not forget to click on the link below to be able to get to my website. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You guys have a great day. Let's go.